Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of At His Feet podcast. This is Steadfast Pursuit, where we not only aim to make God known, but we also pursue Him and also get to know Him through the conversations that we have, through the various topics. And we have been having a series of topics about relationships for this month of February. Because we all know it's the month of love. Yes, so love is in the air this month. And today we have another guest amongst us. And she will get to introduce herself to us so that tujue ni nani, what does she do. And in the course of the conversation, we will know why she is here. So, yes, karibu sana.
Hi. Hello, I'm Wendy Mary Wanjiro Kagwe. I am a daughter, I'm a sister, I'm a student, and also a secretary, and also a person who works sometimes. Yeah, I hold many dockets, but currently I'm here as a guest, and we're going to be talking about the topic sinking ships, if I'm right. Yeah,
sinking ships, yes. Na ninaona umejintroduce kila kitu, kakata kusema kama we ni girlfriend.
Oh, girlfriend. Oh, yeah. You're waiting for that.
At your discretion, of course.
Yeah, I'm a girlfriend to someone. If you are important enough, you know him by now. If you're not, then I can't help you.
that ship has sailed.
That ship has sailed.
Sawa, karibu. Welcome to the hood.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I hope you have been following the conversations that we have been having. Mm-hmm. Na today, I think vile ume allude that we are talking about sinking ships. Mm-hmm. Na this is not really about the Titanic per se, that left Southampton. Mm-hmm. I never made it to New York, but this one alludes to something that started but doesn't quite, or is seemingly not making it to the destination. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, maybe before we even get to the ship that has sunk, mm-hmm. Sometimes we operate in a scenario where we relate with many people, friends, and even boyfriends, mm-hmm. as you say. Mm-hmm. And sometimes when you are having that kind of a romantic relationship, someone asks you, mm-hmm. whether you would want to be their partner. Mm-hmm. But seemingly friends, people don't ask to be your friends. They just become. Do you think it's important for people to ask you, Wendy, would you be my friend?
So you're asking about the friendship before you get into the relationship, yes, the importance. Yes. What I think friendships are mutual feelings. So you might like me a lot and I don't like you back. There will be a challenge there because it will be one-sided. Also, if we don't resonate in terms of behavior, we don't align in things like auras, so we won't be in the same line. It might be hard to be friends, but there are friends that you just make in your daily interactions. There is a problem when you can be friends. You can be friends because you're called to be friends, to love each person. The problem comes in if you think you are in the tight circle. So you might think you are within ile kikundi, ile group inasema kwa maisha ya mtu, and then unajikuta kumbe siko hapo bado.
Na umetumia word fulani hapo nikaassume tu utarudi. Explain, umesema aura. Unajua aura, ukiongelea aura na ichukulianga sana in terms of sports. Kuna ile yenye someone is skillful.
Vile ataka.
Ni mnoma tu.
Ni mnoma.
But then there is the aura.
Okay, aura in this part I want to feel like the vibe you're giving. Because I might be a very outspoken person in one situation. In church, I may be a very friendly person, accommodating, caring. That is me in my daily life, but not to all extents. When you find me in serious business, hatutacheka in the same way. So some people want to bring ile jokes ya casual life to that. So if they cannot accommodate you, or what will I say, like read the room, or even give you vibes that you can relate with, then friendship kidogo.
So hapo ni kama ni in terms of your presence.
Presence.
Kwa ile setup yenye mko, ni kama the way you show yourself in that setup. Like owning the process or the mood or the whatever like, activity is there, it becomes the aura.
Not the activity. It is how you are in all aspects of your life. The vibe you give, the energy you produce in all aspects of your life.
So sometimes it may not necessarily be giving. So you might I
give.
Okay.
Yeah.
And sometimes maybe for that kind of a relationship, sometimes it just fades, or it depends on the way you're talking about, the level of importance you are in the friendship. That's how people would handle you. But then now you get to now a romantic relationship where now someone asks you to be their significant other, and you start relating emotionally with them and all that. And then now you get to a point where you start getting wrong vibes. It could be labda ni from your side, ama you are cool, na labda yeye ana feel hapa hivi pia it's not giving. So maybe before you get to that point where you're saying that this is not giving, maybe what would you probably be thinking, that there are things that I am seeing here zenye if we do not address them, hapa mbele italeta shida.
So okay, if I'm getting you right, we're currently in a relationship yenye tunaona yendi vizuri, so we are looking at the things,
not necessarily at the both of you. Labda ni wewe peke yako ndio umeona ukajiambia hii hapana.
So I would want, what guides a relationship? I think we have a very good guide. Unanzanga mostly starts with friendship. I think if I will date, mostly I will date my friends. You date within your circle, people you resonate with. So if you're not dating, if you are dating along those lines, na your period ya lavidavi imeisha, you know, real life hits. Where are we going with this person? The big questions come in. So tukifika hapo kwa big questions, ndio hizo vitu za disputes zinaanza, ndio una realize mtu sasa hatufananangi. Kwetu si tunafanyanga vitu hivi, kwa wanafanya hivi. Or maybe them they think this is okay, and you are like, what are these? I think that is what mostly comes to this. So I'll look at it. Is it a personal problem? Is it a problem because of you two, that each of you are contributing? And is it a problem of the other person? So a me problem will be my expectations. So this maybe is what I expected in this relationship. This was my box. I wanted this person. I wanted an early morning person, mtu anaamka mapema, nini, all that. Our problem is during our interactions. Do we give, are we selling a face? Are we selling a brand that we are not? So our question of identity comes in, because watu wengi wanasemanga in relationships ati mkidate ni interview. But you know, when the interview period is over, au your time ya kufake, because you can't fake it, then uni mtu mko naye consistently, at some point tutasahau. So that becomes an our problem, because huyu alikuja portray who this is who they are. This one came portraying this, and they set cultures and norms that are not even inbuilt for both of them.
Na labda hapo venye ulikuwa umesema maybe you also even fell into the pressure hiyo ya the two of you look good together.
Yeah. Sasa mmekuja mko couple goals, mkionekana perfect height, but when they see the height and when you come together kuna matters of the heart, you also have to, like, in your brain there are things that trigger you, there are things that make you like this person. So if you come and you're into the relationship and note that this was a facade, hapo pia, but the facade cannot be blamed on one person, because pia wewe ulikuja ukisema, ulikuja ukiportray Wendy is the best person, Wendy ni rich kid, then ukifika hapo like hiyo ilikuwa ya interview ya kusell brand.
Kuna conversation nyingine tulikuwa tuna have previously hiyo ya with Reverend Dr. Obwaka, ile ya when people want to settle, they come to church. So kama kuna mtu ako so much into the world na anataka apate bibi, anakuja church apate a godly lady. Na lady sasa pia saa ile anataka kusettle, anataka akuje apate a husband mwenye ako straight na God nini. But then pia wanaweza kuja church alafu sasa wapatane wote wawili. wa dunia. So ndio maybe unakuja kurealize kumbe pia watu wa church wana tolerate hii kitu hivi na kumbe ni watu wa nje walikuja wakapatania ndani. Na there is something you have mentioned about dating a friend. Na sometimes people have this fear, if I start dating a friend of mine na tukosane pia friendship imeisha hivyo. So sometimes people are very cautious, sema afadhali niende nitafute mse mwenye ako huko nje, ndio ikiharibika well and good, but you still maintain your friends. What would you probably say about you?
On my why I will prefer dating a friend is for my accountability. My friends know like Wendy anafanyanga hivi. Wendy can be very busy, but tunajua ikifika hii mahali nione this has happened, they'll be fast at the door. I am a person who craves deeper understanding. Like mimi sitaki kujua Denver works here, so he drives this car. Then mimi sitaki kujua hiyo. I want to know when Denver goes to sleep, if Denver was my partner, what are the worries he worries most? What are the insecurities? What anaonanga tu nini anasema God nipe hiyo kitu? Because I want to be the person who understands them from their heart, to know how to love them.
The relationship notwithstanding.
Is withstanding. So kana nataka kujua Denver, nataka kujua vitu za Denver, like mabeshti wake wanaendanga out wapi. When all that is taken away from the person, utolewe where you work, utolewe your graduates, your studies, utolewe your possessions, utolewe hizi vitu zingine zote. Wachwe ka Denver vile alizaliwa. What do you identify with? What is building you? Because that is what has filled you. Hiyo ndio your core. So if I crave a core, I know with friends nimeshapita hapo kwa nini. Tushapita hapo kwa where do I work? Where do we go chill? Where do we do this? Like what is our business? So we are at the level of opening up. And about the breakup, about the breakup, I believe if I was breaking up with you, I'll bring it to an end in a peaceful manner. I will explain to you why this is not working, no matter how hurting it is. Time will take, and a peaceful one. Okay, friendship itarudi vile ilikuwa, but haita break the friendship.
And actually we will get to that point. Kuna kitu yenye umesema hiyo ya you know who the friends are. So sometimes when someone says nilienda na mabeshte place fulani kufanya hivi na hivi, if you are not friends, sometimes you probably might start feeling as if ama mse ananidanganya, alikuwa na mabeshte na alikuwa na maform zake, si ndio?
Yeah, there are things like that, insecurities.
Na there was something you were saying off camera ati you don't like things in your face sana, so maybe it might give you an avenue ile ya kukua so much in someone's face so that they feel like you're a bit nagging. Si nimekwambia nilikuwa na mabeshte wangu, kwani unataka nikwambie nini tena? And the problem is you don't even know the friends. You only know you like this person, but beyond hiyo you probably don't know one or two things. So when we get to maybe even the topic at hand, sinking ships, about the relationships that they are on but they are almost ni kama ziko kwa deathbed. So if you're in that scenario, like mnaona tu hata nyi wawili this thing is coming to an end, maybe how do you communicate, not just to yourself, or probably the two of you are not talking, but if I meet you nianze kusalimia, niaje Wendy, how is the boyfriend, like how now do you start communicating now to the outside world, knowing full well that the relationship has not broken up, but it's on its way?
I'll say one thing. If you are dating for a good reason, if you know why you're dating, let me not put it for a good reason, why you're dating. If you're dating in a lead to marriage, then I think utakome set easy parameters. If that is what you're looking forward to in the long term, utakome nini. Not everyone needs to know. Not, I will repeat, si lazima kila mtu ajue. It is absolutely none of their business. Hamkukutana pamoja. You didn't start the relationship together. You didn't walk through the relationship together. And it is, I know kutakuwa na hiyo judgment, but what if I would advise anyone, I would say, get a couple who has been in a relationship, achieved marriage, in a stable relationship, and preferably a guiding factor towards God.
Na sasa
mwenye atakukeep accountable. I'm not done answering.
Sawa tu.
Yeah, so hii time ikifika, and I was listening to something by Ken Aringo akisema why he does the marriage garage for premarital counseling. He was saying he does it so that to ensure our couples may break up. That is his main aim. Before we get into marriage, then ikwe fights. So it is a good thing to break up ukiwa umeona red flags mapema. Hakuna haja ufike huko, ukiwa umeolewa 2 years down the line, you have a baby at hand who will suffer the breakup together with you. So, to communication to the outside. Unaona our couples, unaambia this is how far we are. This is what has happened. This is how I feel. If you can't communicate it to your partner, they should be mutual. Uyo kijana anaweza enda kuongelesha tuseme baba huyo nyumba, na mimi msichana anaweza enda kuongelesha mama huyo nyumba, au opposite. It doesn't have to be old people like akina Revo. It can be young couples.
Revo mgani unajua kuna Revo
like okay, not I wouldn't say old, but I know, you know, relatively he's not of the age group we are. But we have young couples who have done 5 years in marriage. 3 is young, but 5, 7, like 3, 2, and you see they have good progression, and they're also being guided by people who are strong in their marriage. They have advice. Surround yourself with the right people. It is not wrong to get to break the relationship. I actually recommend it because it's better than kunini. So watu wakikuuliza huku nje, it is okay to say iliisha, but don't share the reasons.
2 questions. Moja ni kama umejibu, but nilitaka kukuuliza, is it right for Christians to break up? You know, the way watu wanapreachiwanga about love, godly dating. So the assumption is you guys are not doing anything wrong. And then the way you're supposed to love one another unconditionally. So if I do wrong to you, I mean, forgive me 7 times. So you get to a point where now even the outsiders in this sense, I'm talking about non-believers, they realize, Wendy, you broke up. I thought Wakristo are breaking you up. What's up? So there's that one. And then the other one was in terms of like kwa hiyo swali tu yenye ulikuwa unajibu, the relationship has not ended. Now the person who is asking, let's say ni mimi for example, mwenye ninajua about the relationship, assuming I am a friend who knows 1 or 2 things about you, and nimekusalimia tu nini, and then na mjamaa anaendelea aje, ama nyinyi mnaendelea aje. You see now, it's not that it ended, it's almost ending. Do you now disclose the last time we spoke alikuwa poa, but hatuko poa?
So I'll tell you something. Information is a weapon. Utakuja uniambie, today in the morning she was feeling ish. I don't know. And I'm a guy. I like your girl. So I'll just go and tell her, hi, can we meet up for ice cream? She's feeling down. Girls, when they feel down, some have eating strikes. So atakuja kule ice cream, alie. And whoever is showing the love at that point, ndio atapendwa. Utakuwa ulishatoka hata ujui relationship ilienda.
Na ni ice cream tu.
Na ni ice cream tu. Yolo pale 350. Hata mnulia kubwa.
Kuna ice cream zaidi ya 350?
Oh God. You see?
I will do better.
So I'm telling you, why I'm telling you, it is no one's business. Apart from your guiding couple or whoever is guiding you in that relationship. Because if they have guided you through it, pole. Na upate hizi challenges. If it's a challenge they can handle, watawasaidia how to overcome it. If they see, by the way, yenyu haiendi mahali, you're wasting each other's time, they will be point blank because you have also been open with them. Ukienda uambie beshte yako umetoka, atakwambia kimeumana. Ata kusaidia, and it is hard. It is, what will I call it? I'll just say, the question about love, it doesn't mean love ends because you've broken up. You've broken up maybe because you're not compatible. And it is okay, it is your truth. Every relationship has challenges. Utadhani ya kila mtu inaenda nywe, which is a lie. I have a pastor friend of mine who anasemanga kuna time inafikanga kina mramba na ni bibi yake amekuja tu ameamka ajui nini ili happen jana usiku, ni watoto alimkasirisha, asubuhi anaamka bibi yake anapiga kelele. Akimaliza kupigia watoto kelele amuongelesha na mza, sasa unataka aje? You see? Na si yeye amekosea. Maybe hata ni watoto. So you see, does that mean the love is not there? No, it is just a portal. Like hata tunaambiangwa the road to heaven is not smooth. Sindo?
Yeah.
So kila nini iko na challenge. Hata kwa 1 Corinthians kuna watu walikuwa nasema, as we worship Paul, as we are disciples of who? Then Paul anakuja kuuliza huyo chapter 1:10 hapo, are you baptized in my name or in the name of Christ? So you see, at a church, your time ya Corinth ilikuwa na disputes zake. But does that mean your church ilianguka? No, because they can be management. But their relationships utaangalia useme, isha. Because if it is not leading you towards God, and your goal is God, you can't compromise. If there is abuse, nani relationship hata mjoana, so we expect the next thing they have stabbed you au merushana mechomana. You see, it is safer for you to look at the best decision, but with good advice. I'm not saying peers are not good. Some peers have good advice, but the more you speak, even in what I hear about marriage, when my parents talk to each other, wanasemanga ufunike nyumba yako. Kufunika nyumba yako ni kama if my dad and my mom had a fight, hawatakuja waambie uncle yangu, waambie shosho, waambie, because if they tell my uncles from my mom's side, watasema kwanza huyo bwana yako anakuanga mbaya sana. If they tell my uncles and dads and moms from my father's side, wasema huyo bibi yako hata sijui ulimtoa wapi. You see, hizo vitu kama hizo unafunikia, na si kufunikia because also them they have guidance. You see, that's why they have best couples. That's why they went to premarital counseling. That's why they have a pastor. If they cannot handle themselves as adults, they visit those people for advice.
Na sasa tuseme watu wenye your friends now. Unaona nini yao iko a bit rocky. Is it in your place probably now to advise your friend, toroka, get out of this? Ama there is also the fear ya umse atutaki. A focus kwa mambo yake. So kuna hiyo aspect pia yenye you have a fear that ukiadvise huyu ati ajitoe, itakuwa ni kama wewe ndio uwataki.
If you see an impending danger, you can warn them, but you cannot make them hear. You cannot make them listen. You cannot force them to do what you have said, because you don't know other factors that are within the relationship. But what I can say, it is better. I just advise. But if you don't have a guiding factor, you are adults. You can settle down. You can settle down and talk about things and see how this will go ahead of here. It just needs all of you to have a sober mind. Wewe uamue hasira yako tulie. Mimi pia niamue hasira yangu iende chini. We come to a point of what I would call equilibrium. Au si wote tuko at par. Seme sasa, hii ndio mimi na anago. And the problem with easy sinking ships, they don't want to call out what is the problem. Wanataka kupeana, anaendanga sijui anaenda wapi. And maybe the problem is ana lack in attention. But sasa huyu anataka kusema anashindanga akienda out, anashindanga anakuanga too busy, sijui nini. You know, you don't call out real issues. And relationships grow slowly, they are progressive. Mtatoka kwa hiyo intimacy phase, sijui touchy, holding hands, dates, mwingie kwa real life, then ifike at times you're very free with each other. You can share very critical things that zinakusumbua hata your inner demons. So ukiwa umefika hapo and things like tumefika hapa, are we looking at marriage? Because if you don't know what your goal is, and also the man doesn't tell his intentions, then it becomes a very hard topic because the man is the leader in that place. He's supposed to learn because ladies have a lot of issues. So you'll have to learn, and also ladies have to learn. He is like the source of power. Like he's the one who empowers. And also he's the head, he's the leader. So akikosa ku take up all these roles, na si only in the relationship, hata kijana mwenye yako, your brothers, they're like, wanaambiangwa, dadika yuko we, ndio mwanaume. In also this relationship, because you're having a male and female relationship, ye ndio mwanaume. So if the head cannot call it out and say, hapa kuna shida, tuidiscuss, tusonge. Kama tunasonga, then there will be a challenge.
Na sasa tuseme may relate for a while mpaka you have gotten to know one another. Let me say you have gotten used to each other. Could there be a point, maybe from what you are building up, hiyo ya mmetoka hiyo face ya kukua touchy nini, now you're facing realities of life. Could there be a sinking ship in the sense that nishaboeka na huyu, and maybe it's you want a new experience, because that is also maybe something that drives people away, that nimekuzoea wendi, you're on my face sana, and maybe I need something else exciting or whatever, because maybe some people unaweza pata mtu anakuadvise ati don't date for long. Ati if you date for long utakuja uzoee huyu mtu mpaka afadhali ukuje mzoeane kwa marriage ile yenye sasa haizi enda by any means because of the commitment. Could that also be a reason as to why maybe the ship could also be sinking, because at this point now maybe there is some bit of entertaining maybe outside forces?
Okay. I don't think hiyo kuboekana is such a tough, you're the one who makes things exciting, and people are evolving daily. Denver penye ulikuwa jana si penye uko leo. So utaboeka naye aje. What is boring is what you're doing together. You're doing the same things. Kama mlikuwa mnaenda date Java Friday, kesho pia mko Java, hadi watu wa Java wanawajua na jina. Hi. Obviously mtaboeka, like find more activities, because if there is no diversity in your dating, you won't get to know your partner in different aspects.
So si ati mtu aseme tu yes alafu that's it.
Ati yes and that's it. Mimi ukiniboba ibebe.
Nani tembea.
I love walks. I love reading books. And the first time, I think we were getting to know each other. Hey, nimepeleka watu walk. Na kusoma vitabu, and they're like, you have a boring life. And I'm like, hey, mimi mjui niko in Zen. That is the serenity I need. But sasa unajua, I can't, now that is being mean, because that is kenye mimi nataka. Yeye anataka nini? Because there is what you love, and there is what I love, and that there is what we love doing together.
Juu pia kuna watu wengine wanapatanga ati maybe because they do not like the same things, they immediately conclude, hatuko compatible.
You don't have to love the same things. If you love the same things, mnakuwa more boring. Imagine tuamkange kila asubuhi, wewe unashika novel yako, mimi nashika yangu. Imagine a marriage like that. You see, hata watoto wakikuja wako. You know, that is the only thing they know. Diversity creates arenas for growth. And that's why I'm saying in nini. So kuna kuboekana. The problem comes in, no one is willing to make any effort. No one wants to dive into the real issues. No one wants commitment. No one wants to be accountable. Juu partner wako atakuuliza, so ati tumezoeana au huyu anakuanga mkali. Partner wako akuulize, so this is what you earned. How did you use it? How did you see, matters money also put hata kwa girlfriend, boyfriend. Because itafika mahali aache kutumia fare sasa ni ile ya, so if this is our future or this is my plan for us, where are we headed? How are you working towards building you? How am I working towards building me? And how are we working as the builded cells, or 100 and 100? How are you bringing together for this relationship?
Kwanza unajua pia for men sometimes how they see a sinking ship. Not wacha niseme how they see a sinking ship. They see an iceberg on the horizon, na unajua hata upige hiyo ship kona aje itaigonga. When the lady now starts asking, do you think love is enough? So immediately sasa nini zinaanza kuhit. Hii kuna kitu ameona ataki kuniambia direct, but immediately ninajua tu hapa mbele ni rock bottom. So sasa maybe hata pia tukienda kumalizia ni how do you now even start to prepare for life after the ship has sunk? There could be stigma that comes out of it. Remember, tukianza mwanzo ulikuwa nasema ati maybe you have gotten into this for the wrong reasons. Labda it's because, oh, you guys look good together. There is the image you already portray to the public. But now it's hitting you that this thing is not going anywhere. So now how do you prepare now to deal with the society even before the ship hits?
Okay. What I will do first is accepting ikitu by the imeisha. Because kuna watu wanasema sasa imeisha, next week wanakuja mtu mmoja anakuwa weak emotionally, mnalia, mnarudiana, inarudi tena. So
by the kulia ni weapon. Unaweza enda kuongelesha mtu mmalize hii kitu, akilia unamhurumia sana, mnarudiana.
Yeah, so mnalia first, daughter, elewa ikitu imeisha. Or as whoever you are, as a male, itikia sasa ikitu imeisha. That is the first thing. Because ukiwa umeaccept we mwenyewe, you can now draw a plan of how I'm going. The second thing is give yourself a mind space after umeaccept that you're willing to communicate. Kama mjambiana ikitu imeisha. When you're communicating it, let it be. Not in a closed space, nini msipigane au nini. Like let it be in a open space, but a calm one. And you can have sane conversations. It is good to pre-inform your partner. Tunakuja kuongelelea kitu, and I want you to come with a sober mind.
I think that is a very important piece of information, especially unapatanga mwanaume anaambiwa we need to talk. You don't know sasa tunaenda kuongelelea.
Hatubitiko.
Mpaka unaanza kujiulizanga sasa nilifanya nini?
Unasweat.
So sometimes unasemanga it's good ukiita mtu mkutano, tuma agenda. Ndio pia akikuja anakuja ameprepare, anaenda kusema nini. Hata tuseme even if ni about a breakup, hautaki mtu akuja hapo hivi akianza kuthrow tantrums. Mmeenda kwa hoteli ya watu, umeanza kuvunja glasses,
umeanza kumrushia chupa.
You didn't see it coming, but once amejua the agenda, pia na have time kuprocess. Kama mna meet on Wednesday na leo ni Sunday, anakuja sasa kama amesha process hiyo kitu yote, na amekuja amesema calmly tu ati yes. So
yeah, so I think that is quite important. I also think as you're looking at the sinking ship, So is this a matter that you are planning to repair, or are you planning to end things? That is also important for you guys, and also to know the input in your discussion. Kama mna plan to end it, let it be friendly. Msitusiane, because maneno mabaya mostly ndio ina lead to a greater scar. Amekutusi, and you know, like men crave for respect. Like it is so important to them. As we want to feel attention, we want to feel loved, and we want to be heard. So mimi nikuje nikutusi, you will lose your respect. Where pia ukasirike, raise your voice, and you're not listening. So no one is learning. And pia si wote.
Wanakuambiaga maneno ina
yeah, we love the best. So you see, so yeah, you must afterwards, after you have already finished this, give yourself time to process what has happened, time to look at what you have done, what you have learned throughout it, and time for yourself to heal. Most importantly, to heal. To heal, imanishi, you can come out of it strong, but you have put in time. He has put in time. Iya ati kupata rebound, mnakujanga tu kuharibu au kuharibia mtu mwingine time, because the most ukirudi immediately ati umeoga umerudi soko immediately, then the other person you're going to find is finding broken pieces, and you cannot pour out from what you don't have. True. Or what has not filled you. So if you're pouring out pain, you're taking pain to the other person. Yeah, so I think that is, after you've gotten time, then now andika unataka what do you want to date? What is your purpose in dating? Let it be for the right purpose. Si kusema si kila mtu ana date, so let's date. Let it be for the right purpose.
Yeah. Thank you so much. And I think you have given us quite some nuggets in terms of sinking ships, and maybe not just to be negative ati tunaongelea tu vitu zina sink, maybe tuki close out, maybe something that you probably would want to tell lovers out there. Unaweza piga advice wajue maybe this is how they need to conduct themselves, or even not just an advice, but just something that you have that you need to say maybe in 20 seconds as we close out.
Okay, so I think not much, I'll say. I think I've said much. Okay, wow. So I will say, kama any love, have the love. Communicate. Give the man the respect they deserve. Let them, you as a man, give her the attention and listen to her. Because some about listening. You can be communicating and hatuski zinakuja tu. Yeah, and also accommodate. Si kila mtu akuje na box yake. Ukuje na yako nini, so I want to tick my checklist. No, because you won't boyfriends don't read lists. Girlfriends hawakujangi wakiwa wameread list. So weka unataka wife material, na labda ni very good in business, she will lead you to the maximum growth, but unataka mtu anakupikia, we have chefs for that. I don't want, but ladies, don't be lazy. You see arena, I'm just saying. So like, and when you're finding love, I pray you find the best partner that God has prepared for you.
When finding love, find the best partner that God has prepared for you. I think for me, I would allude to maybe something that you have said regarding the topic that we have been discussing, that if you're meeting to end the relationship, let not another one come with maybe mindset ya repair, because you will also not be sailing on the same boat. Ndio labda wewe ukikuja na attitude that you want to end this, and then umeingizwa box, umerudi tena, and you have not addressed maybe the issues that you have, it could also be recipe for chaos.
Yeah, so the icebreakers, you must identify ikifanyika. This is an icebreaker, this is a no-go zone. Yeah.
Yes, so that has been Steadfast Pursuit on At His Feet podcast. Until next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.